my loves, welcome to my channel Sun Love Stars, and welcome to today's pick a card reading. I know some of you guys have probably been thinking, when is she gonna post another future spouse reading? Here I am. Okay, I just needed a couple of days to recharge and restore my energy, and I'm still recovering, but I already feel good enough to be on camera. For anybody who's new watching me, my name is Cynthia, and I'm going to read your cards today, and we're going to tap into the energy of your true love and your future spouse today. Okay, so today's pick a card reading kind of feels special. I don't really know why, and the idea popped in my head like out of nowhere, because I actually wanted to do a different pick a card reading, but it didn't feel right. And then I was contemplating, because I had somewhat of like not a creative blockage, but something felt off energetically, but it could even be because of the Mercury retrograde and stuff like that, or the planets and the solar eclipse and stuff like that. So I started filming and then I stopped because it didn't feel right. But today feels like very clear and calm, and I feel like it's a special pick a card reading. It could be like a special pick a card reading for somebody watching here. Anyway, I'm blabbering. So as you can tell by the title, today's pick a card reading is gonna be how your love story with your future spouse begins. Okay, so whatever your spirit guides want you to know, whatever the cards are going to reveal to us, is just how your love story is going to begin. Okay, I'm just going to leave it at that. I think it's very self-explanatory. If you would watch a TV show or a movie, you know, like the first, like few weeks and few days where two people fall in love with each other, and it's basically how their love story begins. This is what I'm gonna tap into, because I'm a sucker for love. Okay, I love love. I love seeing people in love, especially like the beginning stages and getting to know when everything is still flirty and cheeky and uncertain. Like, I'm a sucker for all of that. Anyway, this is also why I'm grinning like that. Anyway, so in the next clip you can choose between 3 images. If you feel a little bit indecisive, pray to God or the universe or to your spirit guides and ask them to guide you to the right pile. Then you find a number generator on Google, and you're basically asking your spirit guides to spit out the right number or the right pile that you're supposed to watch. But I'm also going to channel, I think I'm going to do that more often, where I channel, in case it does come through, where I channel stuff that just gives you a confirmation that this is your pal, because I love hearing confirmations in a reading where the reader says something that totally is 100% like specific to me, and then I know, okay, I chose the right pal, my intuition is working, or my spirit guides are hearing me. Okay, but I don't want to talk too much. This reading is going to have an extended. I don't know what we're going to look in the extended. I'm going to let you know by the end of your reading. So wherever your reading is going to take us, your love story with your true love and your future spouse is going to take us. That's where we're going to continue, basically, in the extended, which you can find the link for that in the description box on our Patreon. Okay, so I would say you're going to choose an image that you feel drawn to for whatever reason, and I'm going to see in your reading, guys. beautiful pile number 1. So you chose this beautiful image here. Let's find out. What is your love story with your future spouse? How is your love story with your future spouse going to begin? Okay, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I think it's very self-explanatory, but just imagine like a TV show or a movie where two people meet and fall in love with each other, and they basically show how the love story basically begins. Okay, as if I'm going to take a look at the first scenes or the first interactions between you and your spouse, or your future spouse and your true love. Okay, so before I begin your reading, I want to say a few things that Spirit is bringing through. And usually when Spirit is telling me like random numbers and names and stuff like that, it's probably because somebody's watching here and they need extra confirmation, or this reading is especially for those people, or there's a spirit guide that wants to let you know, hey, I hear your prayers, I hear what you're saying, I hear you talking to me, and I just want to confirm to you that I'm there, and I'm basically like the middleman. Okay, so when I started your reading, I started to hum the song, and I love you, and I need you, Nelly, I love you. And I usually don't listen to that song. It popped up in my head super duper randomly. Okay, so I feel like I channeled the song because maybe somebody heard this song recently. You heard the song very randomly recently, or some of you guys, you will be hearing the song within the next couple of days, which is just a confirmation that your spirit guides are with you, or that this reading is specifically for you, that your spirit guides just want to confirm to you chose the right pile, and this is really connected to your future spouse. Okay, so of course I'm also hearing the names Kelly and Nelly. So your name could be Kelly, your name could be Nelly, your name could start with a K or an N, N as in Nancy. It could be your first, middle, or last name. And I'm also hearing somebody's name starts with a V. So your name could be Victoria, Victasia, Vincent, something about the name V. It could be again your first, middle, or last name. Okay, I'm also hearing give me a moment, guys. Again, we're going to start your reading in a second. I just want to get everything out. I'm also hearing somebody loves old R&B music. Like somebody here, I feel like someone here watching me, you love old R&B music, or if it's not R&B, you just like old school or classic music. It's kind of like you would rather listen to music from the 2000s or from 2010, no matter which genre it is, or you really like very old and vintage stuff that, like your grandpa used to listen to, like you still like the music that your parents listened to, or your grandparents, or you're going more in the vintage direction. May that be with like vintage or old school, may that be with the way that you dress, or with what you listen to. Okay, or maybe like even your favorite movies are very old and very vintagey. Something about that you like the old stuff, or the traditional stuff, or the old stuff is what I'm picking up here. Okay, somebody could have red hair, may that be dyed or naturally red. Okay, someone here also recently got a haircut is what I'm picking up, just to let you guys know that you chose the right pile before we begin your reading. Is there anything else? Oh, I'm also hearing somebody's birthday could be very soon. And when I say very soon, I mean within the next 3 months. Somebody's birthday here could be within the next 3 months. It's just a confirmation that you chose the right pile. Or it could be an energy where your birthday is going to be significant when it comes to your relationship or your journey, or the way your love story begins could be connected to your birthday. It doesn't have to be. Let the universe surprise you. Okay, is there anything else? And I'm also hearing somebody here. What is that? And I'm also hearing somebody here recently recovered from an injury or an illness. Okay, just to give you extra confirmation. Anyway, let's begin your reading. How's your love story gonna begin with your true love and your future spouse? How is it all gonna start? Let's see what is going on here, guys. If you're new to my channel, I usually channel the energy before I start showing you the cards here and there. Okay, so what I'm picking up here, guys, is I'm also hearing the song. It's by 𝘸𝑗℉𝑛𝑗𝑜𝑦, where the reason why I say that, do you know the first scene in the music video? I think it's called Sativa. Is it hot in here or is it just me? And I think she was like in a sauna or something along those lines. So for some of you guys, you maybe like to go to the sauna, or you recently went to the sauna, or you did some type of skincare, because I remember that her skin was glowing in the music video. But I'm picking up the energy here though, guys. The universe is literally showing me movie scenes, okay? So they're showing me pictures. So I'm going to describe what I'm seeing here, okay? I just want to show you the cards before I begin describing what the universe is showing me. It says, when the soul craves real intimacy. And then we also have, I didn't know this was inside of me. Okay. And then we also have here the Two of Wands, which is what I'm picking up the most, okay? And the Eight of Pentacles. If you are familiar with Tarot, then you know that the Eight of Pentacles usually stands for a workplace. Okay, so let me describe to you what the universe is showing me. They're showing me that you sit at a place where you work on something. You could be working on, you could be looking for a new apartment. Let's say, for example, you are in a coffee shop, okay? For some of you guys, it could be in a coffee shop. For others of you, with the Eight of Pentacles, it somehow has something to do with the workplace. So your love story with your true love and your future spouse somehow begins with a workplace where the both of you are working on something, or it is just one person that is working on something and then the other person, you know, comes into the picture. So for some of you guys, it could be a coffee shop, okay? For some of you guys, it could be you're working on your art pieces and you go to a coffee shop, or you go somewhere, you know, you go to a place that feels good to you. You go to a place where, you know, like, you just want to gather your thoughts, or you want to get your life together. So I'm seeing somebody here again. This could be at work, okay? So this could be at your workplace. You're sitting in front of, you know, like the computer, or you're sitting in front of your paperwork and your documents, okay? And just keep in mind that some of you guys, you're going to meet your true love and your future spouse online, and for others of you, it's going to be in person, okay? So go with me when I describe the pictures. Okay, so I'm seeing you here sitting on a desk, and I'm seeing your future spouse also sitting on a desk, okay? You both have like paperwork in front of you, or you both have like documents in front of you, or you both have like so you both have a laptop in front of you, or you both have paperwork in front of you, and you're sitting across each other. The true love and your future spouse is like sitting across the room. I'm seeing like a scene again. It's going to be different for all of you, so bear with me, okay? So I'm seeing a scene where they might be a new colleague that is, you know, being introduced to your company, or there might actually be a new manager or a new boss, okay? So they're walking into the room, and it's like a workspace again for some of you guys, okay? They're sitting across the room. They just got introduced. I'm being brought to the scene of Miss Independent, when Neo comes into this, you know, like new company or whatever, and then the secretaries are saying, hi, Neo, but he was like, you know, interested in the boss lady or this boss babe. So for some of you guys, you might have a tendency or an energy of like a boss lady or a boss babe, or even if you are a guy, you tend to, or your wish is to somehow at some point become a boss, have your own company, or you already do, okay? Or there could be an energy where a lot of you guys really love to work, or you have tendencies to be a workaholic, which might also be the reason why you actually meet your true love and your future spouse at work, because you are less likely to be at a bar or at a club and more likely to be at work, or to even work on a, you know, on a free day on other stuff that doesn't have anything to do with your work, but you're still like productive. I'm picking up like a very productive energy here, okay? So for some of you guys, it's going to be across the room, okay? So they're being introduced, they're coming into the room, they're coming into the company, okay, into the cubicle, wherever you are. And I'm seeing an energy where you are, you know, focusing on your paperwork, on your stuff, whatever you have to do. You might have to do some calls. You might be, again, on your laptop looking for a new apartment. So you're going to make a few calls. You're writing a few emails, okay? And again, they're also at the same place, also doing something like that is important to you guys. So you're going to be in an energy where they are doing something very important and you're doing something very important as well. And then I'm seeing you guys, you know, like you're doing all of your stuff and then all of a sudden you look up, okay, and they are looking up, and that's when your eyes meet, okay? Now, hang on with me there. Now, for others of you, there could be an energy, again, where it happens in the coffee shop. If I could describe the energy, I'm being brought to Jhené Aiko, the song While We're Young, and she's sitting in a coffee shop and she's drawing something. So it doesn't even have to be like paperwork and documents and stuff like that. It could just be that you're going out to draw somewhere, but you're definitely busy. Okay, so your connection is going to start, or your love story is going to start in a situation where you are busy and they are busy as well, but then your eyes somehow meet while you are being busy or while you are being productive. Okay, for others of you, if this person is not being introduced to your company, or if you're not going to meet them at a coffee shop, but where you are there with your laptop and they're there with their laptop, and you guys are both doing something, you know, that is important to you, trying to, you know, cross off a lot of stuff from your to-do list, then it could just be, I'm picking up an energy where you are, you know, working on your laptop, or you're, you know, getting documents done, doing calls, writing emails, and then all of a sudden I'm hearing your phone beeping, okay? I'm hearing your phone beeping and you're like, who's that? You know, I never get text messages, or maybe you're thinking, oh, it's probably going to be my mom, or it's probably going to be my brother, but then it shows like a new text message from a dating app where you match with somebody, or where somebody is sending you, I'm also hearing, yeah, where somebody is sending you like a message, and that is basically like your true love and your future spouse. But it's definitely going to happen while you are working, or while you are busy doing something, or while you are busy, you know, getting your life together or something along those lines, okay? So for some of you guys, it could be that you're just picking up your phone in the middle of you getting stuff done, in the middle of your shift, in the middle of you getting, you know, some heavy work done, or in the middle of like your day, or your day only started, at 6 more hours to go until your shift is done, okay? And then you're picking up your phone because it's ringing, and something inside of you tells you like, And you know what the funny part is? I'm picking up the energy here because we have the card here, Illumination. Okay, we have the card here, Illumination, and we have the Sun card here. Okay, and do you know what I'm picking up here? I feel like you're immediately gonna know that this is your true love, or your future spouse, or your soulmate, or the person that I and other readers have been talking about. Okay, I'm hearing something is gonna give it away. This could be like, you know, a t-shirt, or, you know, the way that they dress, or something that they put in their profile, or something about like their eyes. I feel like you're gonna notice who they are when you look into this person's eyes, okay? So your love story is going to begin with a very intense eye contact, okay? So again, you are doing your stuff, they're doing their stuff. If you look at those two people, they're both, you know, busy. It could be you and them. You're both working on something here, okay? Across the room, or you are at work, they are at work, and then you're matching basically on a dating app. All of a sudden it's like ding ding ding, and you're like, who's this? Or maybe you're thinking, oh, it's gonna be my mom or my dad, so you might not even expect them, because you actually expect a call from your mom, or you actually expect like a text message from your brother, your mom, your friend, or whatever, and then all of a sudden it's them and they send you a message, okay? And I'm picking up the energy. If it is in person, it's going to be such an intense eye contact, and I feel like there's going to be an energy where you're immediately gonna know that this is the person that you have been waiting for. Why? Because we have the card, the Illumination, and the Sun card. And when you look at the sun usually reveals all secrets, right? Because when there's the moon, you can hide a lot of stuff, you can do a lot of stuff behind the scenes, but the sun exposes everything, right? If you go out by moonlight, if you have a pimple, it's not going to be seen that easily. Or, you know, like, people also look differently by moonlight when you go out in the club club or something along those lines, and you know, like the lights are dimmed or something along those lines, then you know, you don't see every imperfection or every flaw or whatever. But when it's sunlight, the sun exposes everything, right? The sun, you cannot hide anything when the sun is out. Everything is exposed. So I'm picking up the energy here that you're immediately gonna feel. I'm also hearing that you're gonna ask yourself, is it them? And something is going to tell you yes. Okay, so you're going to initially feel like, oh my god, it is them. It could be because you already know something about your true love and your future spouse through a dream, through a tarot reading, or just your intuition. Okay, and there's going to be a very, very intense, you know, like stare. I'm hearing staring contest. Okay, something about you guys are gonna stare at each other like very, very long, or it's kind of like you're trying to concentrate but you can't because you keep looking at them, they keep looking at you, and it's kind of like who's gonna walk up to who. I'm also seeing something like where you're gonna give them like a smile, or I'm hearing there's something also about like a cheeky grin or like a cheeky smile that you guys are gonna have. And I feel like you're both gonna be a little bit shy where you look at them and then you start smiling, and then you act as though you're busy, and then you know, like they're looking at you. Or the other way around, and then they start to, you know, act shy and busy and stuff like that. But eventually somebody's gonna go to the other person. Okay, this is what I'm picking up here. It's gonna be a very flirtatious, cheeky eye contact exchange where you look at them and then you look away, but you also want to give them like a signal that they can come to you. So you may be smiling at them and they look away because they're shy. Okay, so there's something going on where I'm picking up the energy of like you're going to have a lot of eye contact before one person approaches the other person. Okay, the reason also why I know that you are going to know that they are the one, or the other way around, or the both of you, is because we have in that moment. So it's gonna feel like time is standing still, and you don't know what your name is. You don't even know why you came to this coffee shop. You don't even know your next, how do you say that? You don't even know your next task at work. You don't even know like what your to-do list was. You don't know when you were born. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here. Anyway, so the reason why I say that is because we have the card here in the end. Wait, I just wanted to say in the end. That's interesting. Because I'm talking about in the beginning of your love story. And it also says in the end, like I just said it. Huh. That's interesting. You could be meeting this person by the end of a month or something about the end. Again, I'm gonna look at it in a second. So it says, and when he looked into my eyes, okay, it wasn't a glance, it wasn't an appraisal, it was a message, you see. So for some of you guys, it's going to be a message, and you're going to be mesmerized or hypnotized by this person's eyes. You're going to think they have the most beautiful eyes, or there's something about this person's eyes. Maybe their eyes are going to really seduce you, or maybe you're going to see like a spark in this person's eyes, or something about like their eyes are going to be familiar to you. Or something about the way that they look into the camera is going to feel like they're looking. I'm hearing their eyes are piercing through your soul, or this person's looking into your soul when they look at you. Okay. And again, for others of you, it's going to be a message, but you're still going to feel like the sexiest thing about this person is their eyes, or something about where their eyes look like have like very cheeky eyes, or you know, like very innocent eyes, or eyes that show a lot of love. There's something about the eyes that you're going to notice over everything. Okay. And then it says it was a song, it was a message, it was a song. He was telling me I'm here, and I'm here and I'm not going anywhere. And I had never held eye contact that long with anyone before. It was so much better than simply hearing words spoke. Okay, so you're going to have like very intense eye contact with this person that is going to feel very, very unusual, or something about looking into this person's eyes is going to feel very unusual, because those eyes, I don't know, like you fall in love with them immediately, or you feel like depending on if you meet them online or if you meet them, you know, in real life for the first time. Okay. And again, there's something about a very, very long eye contact before one person approaches the other. But it's definitely going to be an energy where you guys are both working, is what I'm picking up here, or you're both very busy with something. Another thing that I'm also picking up here is that your love story is gonna begin. I'm gonna give you another example, okay? Because Spirit, I love when Spirit is showing me images, but give me a moment. I want to drink my green smoothie. Also hearing somebody's name could start with a J. Could be your first, last, or middle name. I'm specifically hearing the word Julia, okay? So somebody's name could start with a J, like literally J or Julia is what I'm hearing, just to give you extra confirmation. So another thing that Spirit is showing me is where, let's say you are the woman watching me, okay? Actually, it doesn't matter what or who you are, but I'm seeing like your future spouse coming to you. And I don't know how it's going to play out. Again, it could be at work, or it could be that you guys are going to have a conversation. And I think your conversation is going to start off where you're telling your true love and your future spouse that you're trying to figure something out. I'm being brought to somebody who I feel like you guys will have a conversation about, I feel like you also will have your first conversation about work, kind of like, oh, I'm just in the middle of work, or I'm kind of busy, I'm going to get back to you very soon, or something about like, hey, what are you working on, or why are you here today, or I've seen you very focused and I wanted to know like what you're doing, or I looked at your desktop or at your laptop, you know. Let's say for example they even sit next to you in a coffee shop and they get a glance at what you're doing, and then they're going to ask you like, hey, I'm seeing that you're learning a new language, and then they want to know more about what you're learning, what you're doing. But I'm also seeing an energy where someone is asking, I'm going to give you one example, okay? So I was working, and it's funny because it was literally a workplace. So I was working in a toy store, and it was like a market hall where there's like, it's like a big building, you know, like a market hall where there's multiple little food stands and, you know, all kinds of things. So I was working at a toy store, and again it's like an open room, but there's like little sections for every, you know, like food store and food supply and, you know, like toy store, and then also like a travel agency, and all kinds of things were in there, but mostly food. And I was working there, and there was this French guy. So somebody here could be from France. If you are, this is definitely your pal. Or there could be an energy where your true love and your future spouse, they might be from France, or they might have a French accent. For example, in Canada, I think in Montreal or in Quebec, you do speak French. So there could be an energy where they do speak French, okay, or they have a French accent, or it could be like their second or their third like language or whatever. Okay, so he was French, and he was way older than me. He actually owned the food stand next to me. It was like French cuisine. It was supposed to be like high-end French cuisine where you get fresh baguette and like fresh baguette and croissant and pastries and stuff like that, and you like really good wine and, you know, all kinds of things. And he was a little bit older than me, and he had an eye on me, and it was literally at work because I worked there, he worked there. So I definitely feel like you guys are gonna meet at work or while working. It's definitely gonna be a scene in a movie where you see the lady or the guy being, you know, like very busy with stuff that they have to handle, laptop in front of them, you know, paperwork, documents in front of them, making calls, writing emails, and then all of a sudden there's like this message that pops up, or you look up and then there's these eyes that look at you from across the room, because this guy was super duper, he tried everything under the sun, you know, to get me. Oh my god, this is what I'm picking up, because I'm seeing everything, I'm saying everything under the sun, because it took a long time. Like, he tried his best basically, okay? So on one day, I actually was kind of drunk. So the day before, funny, didn't we talk about it, the birthday, that a birthday could be significant? Because one day before, he actually had the balls to approach me, because he has been looking at me for months, okay? He has been looking at me for months, and I knew it, but I didn't want to, you know, interpret too much into it, because he could be just looking at me for whatever reason, although you know what I mean. Anyway, he got the balls to approach me, and he had like a really cute French accent, okay? The day before, he actually approached me, like, officially, because before that he tried it like, you know, very subtle, you know, that I get the hint and stuff like that. Before he approached me, the day before that, I was actually invited to a birthday party. So the next day, I was still a little drunk. I was kind of like a little bit drunk and tipsy at work and I also puked. That's TMI, but I feel like there's like a birthday that is going to be significant here, okay? So for some of you guys, your birthday could be significant, or there's something about a birthday could be significant that is somehow connected to you meeting your true love and your future spouse. It doesn't even have to be your birthday. It could be a birthday that you're going to go to, or somebody's birthday is going to be like, you know, like 2 days after, you know, your cousin's birthday, you meet this person, something along those lines, okay? And then he came to me, and he came with his laptop, and he told me, hello, Cynthia. And then he said to me, like, if I could look over the email that he was writing, because he was telling me like he wanted me to look over the email that he was writing because his German is not that good, and he wanted me to look over it and stuff like that. And he had like a very cute French accent, but I knew it was just to get to know me because there was literally no mistake in the email, and I know that he can speak German quite well because I heard him before, but it was just to get to me. And this is what I'm being brought to, where I pick up an energy where there's like this sexy guy or this sexy girl coming to you, and then she's asking you, hey, do you need help with that? I happen to see that you're learning Spanish right now, and I actually speak Spanish fluently. So if you want to, we can meet up after work learning Spanish together. There's something about like where they are going to want to help you. Like you might be telling them, I'm trying to get through with this paperwork, but I don't know what to do with it. And then this person's like, hey, if you have time, you know, like if you give me 1 hour, I'm gonna finish my work and then I'm gonna come to you and we can look over the paperwork together. Does that make sense? I feel like there's something going on where your love story is gonna start off that one person helps the other person. So there could be an energy of like you're trying to learn Italian, they happen to be fluently in Italian, and then they're gonna be like, hey, you know, like that's so funny because I'm fluently in Italian, so I can teach you, you know, we can meet up after work or after your shift, and then I'm gonna teach you a little bit over a coffee. This is what I'm being brought to. I'm being brought to an energy where one person helps the other person. Something about like, or you might even express, even if it's not like anything connected to paperwork or this or that, you might actually express to them like, I have been looking for a massage therapist, or I've been looking for, you know, like a really good therapist or something along those lines. And they're like, hey, you know, like if you give me your number, you know, like I have like this business card at home from this very great therapist, so we can exchange numbers in case you meet like in person. And then this person's like, yeah, and then I'm going to give you a call so I can give you like all the information about this therapist. There's something going on where one person is going to the other person acting as though, hey, I just want to help you with your paperwork, I just want to help you with learning the language, I just want to, you know, like hook you up with somebody, or I have connections, or I can help you with something. You know, this is what I'm being brought to. I'm being brought to an energy where you're going to have a conversation about something that you might need help with or they might need help with, and then you're going to talk about how one person is going to help the other person, and then you're actually going to meet because of helping each other. Oh my god, I can't. This is like so cliche, but this is what I'm being brought to, okay? I'm also seeing where, do you know what I'm also being brought to? Spirit is showing me where you are going to smile at this person. They might be entering the room and you see them from a mile away, and then you're smiling at this person because, I don't know, you're just like very drawn to them. You find them extremely sexy, and it's just natural for you to just smile at them. And I'm hearing your smile is going to mesmerize this person. It's kind of like where it's like this is going to be like the moment where you hypnotize them. They come into the room, or something about where they see your smile. It might be a picture, something about where they see your smile, or they come into the room and you smile at them, and that's the moment where they get hooked, or that's the moment where they fall in love with you, or it's love at first sight because it's like your beautiful smile. And I'm picking up the energy like that's the moment where they cannot stop looking at you. So they might be looking at you for like a whole hour before they approach you, or something along those lines, or something about where they're gonna find every reason to meet you on the same day that you guys, you know, texted or matched or whatever. Or you're just gonna express like, hey, I'm trying to figure something out about like taxes, about, you know, like something about I'm trying to find a lawyer right now, and they're like, hey, you know, my friend is actually a lawyer, you know, like we can meet together and talk about stuff. There's something going on. I'm also hearing somebody's going to be helped with legal stuff, okay? Because we have the Justice card here, okay? Which tells me, you guys, there's something about somebody's helping the other person with some legal stuff or legal documents. And if it's not that, again, there's something about like, I'm going to help you learning this language. Or you're like, hey, I'm new in town, I don't know anybody. And then this other person's like, I'm going to show you the town, you know, I'm going to show you around so that you know the best places. Okay, but it's not just helping, okay? For others of you, what your spirit guides want you to know, before I head to the extended, for others of you, what your spirit guides want you to know is that I pick up the energy. I also feel like you guys are going to talk about that, okay? Because I'm hearing the movie Poetic Justice. It could be significant to you guys. There could be an energy where, wow, it's getting really dark because I feel like it's about to rain. The spirit guides are telling me, I also feel like you guys are going to have very, very intimate conversations very early on, or it's going to start off very intense. And I feel like I'm going to give you one example, okay? I'm seeing like in movie scenes, when you think about like love stories and love movies and stuff like that, you know those scenes where one person's opening up about I just lost my grandpa or my grandma, or you know, I just came out of like a very mean friendship, or I just lost, you know, my friends because of a fight. I'm also picking up an energy where you guys are going to talk about how people did you dirty. I'm going to be very honest with you guys, especially if you know it's a golden thread in your life. And I feel like you guys are going to share that in common, to be honest with you. If you think you're the only one that got screwed over, I feel like your future spouse went through the same thing where they had people that backstabbed them and betrayed them, and you're actually gonna bond over that. I'm seeing like a situation where you guys are talking and they're telling you like how they got betrayed by a specific person, and then you're gonna open up about how you got betrayed. And it's like you guys are looking at each other and you're like in disbelief that somebody could hurt a person like you or like them, where you're like, oh my god, how can a person be jealous of you, or how can a person, you know, like think you're mean, or how can a person do this to you because you're so, I'm hearing because you see how genuine this person is, or you see like a sincere energy in this person's eyes, or like a genuine energy in their eyes, that I feel like you're gonna feel like your future spouse is like a good person. You somehow are going to see or feel like in their eyes or in their voice that they are a good person, and that they don't deserve whatever treatment that they got. Something about like, I feel like maybe they grew up and they were bullied, or somebody told them that they're ugly, but they're the most handsome man, the most handsome woman you've ever met in your entire life, or somebody told them that they are, you know, like too big, but they're actually like incredibly beautifully curvy. Something about what you guys are going to talk about, like how you got mistreated in the past, and you're actually gonna bond over that. I'm also hearing where you both have where you both don't trust people very easily. I'm picking up an energy where one person says to the other person, I usually don't trust anybody, or I usually don't give my number to anybody, or I usually don't open up about that to anybody, or I usually don't tell anybody about, you know, how bad it hurt me, okay? And now I'm hearing the song, what is it called? It's called Hours and Hours. What is it called? Give me a moment, guys. Okay, guys, so I'm hearing the song Hours and Hours by Money Long, okay? And I hear a specific part of the song, so give me a moment. Usually, and it says, usually I don't like nobody, and when I say nobody, I mean nobody. And all these people are full of shit, you're just a homie once they hit, felt like giving up on love, these people almost made me quit. And I feel like you guys are going to talk about how you almost quit, or you almost like, I don't know, you almost like got destroyed by some type of hate or jealousy, or where people really tried to put you down, or you went through some very shady, unfair shit, may that be with your workspace, with, you know, people that you thought you could trust, because I keep hearing trust nobody. So I feel like you both have trust issues, and it's not like, oh, I have trust issues and, you know, like there's no reason for that. There's like a long history of you getting screwed over, they are getting screwed over. So again, I'm hearing, usually I don't like nobody, and when I say nobody, I mean nobody. All these people are full of shit. You're just a homie once they hit, felt like giving up on love, these people almost made me quit. Then I met you. When I met you, I knew this was it. I've never been in love like this. A love like ours, I pray for it on my knees every night for some hours and hours and hours. Okay, so I'm picking up an energy where you guys are also going to talk about, you know, give me a moment here, guys. I'm also picking up an energy where you're going to talk about how connected you are to God. You both have a story about how God saved you from something destructive, like where you got saved. I feel like you're going to talk about how you got saved, or how they got saved by like a spirit guide, or by God, or by the universe. And I feel like you're going to talk about how the universe saved you multiple times, or how prayers that you talked about actually saved you. I feel like you're going to talk about how you got saved from like very traumatic experiences. And I'm now hearing also by 𝘸𝑗𝑜𝑦. I don't know which song it is, but the guy is asking the girl, what are you doing here? And the girl says, I think you saved me. So there's something about where you guys are going to talk about your connection to God and the universe, because you both have a very, 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 very special connection to God and the universe, or you have like a very, very special story about why you believe in God, why you believe in the universe, or why you are spiritual. There's a long history of one day I prayed and all these magical things happened and I almost quit, but then God came to me, or I had this prophecy, or God talked to me. You know how in those movies, like very old ancient movies, I'm being brought to the Prince of Egypt, where Moses is following a goat into like a little cave, and then there's like this voice speaking, and this voice is representing God, and then he got, you know, like this prophecy from God. And I feel like you both have somewhat of a very similar like history about like how you found your way to God, or how you found your way to spirituality, and you're actually going to talk about it. Okay, and you're both going to be in awe of each other's story, like, oh my God, it's kind of like God made this miracle happen in my life, and this person's like, oh my freaking God, that's what happened to you. And then the other way around, when you hear what the universe or what their spirit guides or what God did for them, and how they almost lost or gave up, and then the universe, you know, like uplifted them, or God uplifted them, there's going to be a strong bond over that, where you both are going to feel like, wow, we're so freaking similar. Okay, and I'm picking up the energy of like looking at each other like very, very, where you guys are very close to each other, like, oh my God, tell me more. And it's like you're leaning on the table, and it's like you're gonna have like a laser focus, like hypnotized, looking into each other's eyes. And then I'm seeing somebody looking at the lips all the time. Okay, and I feel like one person's gonna be a tease. Okay, by the way, pie number one, before I go to the extended, what I wanted to let you guys know is that your spirit guides want you to know, because I talked a lot about how they were treated unfairly and how you were treated unfairly, and your spirit guides are saying for all the bad things that have happened, or for all the, you know, bad treatment that you got from other people, you are especially blessed with love, or something about where this man or this woman is gonna be like your good karma, or kind of like how the universe brings things back into balance. For example, you went through a lot of shit when it comes to family or friendship and stuff like that, but in order to balance the scale, okay, in order to balance the scale, or in order to bring justice into your life, in order to, you know, make up for all the bad stuff that happened to you because of people and how they treated you. The universe is making up all the bad stuff with your dream relationship, or with your dream man, your dream woman, or something about like where you are especially blessed in your love life, although you were maybe, or you felt unlucky with a friendship or family or work or whatever. You're gonna be especially blessed with love, or this is where justice comes into your life. The way you get justice is that you're going to be especially blessed with love. You know how some people talk about, you know, getting justice or getting karma or a return to sender, or what is their karma for hurting you. I'm hearing the karma for these people that have hurt you is actually you being especially blessed in love. It's the same for your true love and your future spouse. I don't know how to explain it, but it's not necessarily like where, I mean, I don't know what your spirit guides are doing, but what I'm picking up here is it is not necessarily about giving them karma. It's about rewarding you for still being a good person, or for rewarding you that you didn't go after these people, or for rewarding you that you still believe in love, or you still believe in friendship, although you've got hurt over and over and over again. Does that make sense? Something about like their karma is actually seeing you happily in love. This could be like an ex-boyfriend, an ex-girlfriend, an ex-husband or wife or whatever. Their karma is actually seeing you happily in love, or seeing that you found true love, or you're going to be especially blessed when it comes to your love life. Okay, anyway, pile number 1, I'm going to extend this reading now on Patreon, so if you're interested in that, the link is down in the description box. Okay, we're just gonna see how the story continues. Okay, so if you're interested in that, the link is down in the description box, and if not, I'm going to see you in my next one, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello my lovely pal number 2, how are you guys doing? So you chose this beautiful image here. Let's find out, how will your love story with your true love and your future spouse begin? Just imagine in like a TV show or a movie, and they show like the first scenes of like two people falling in love with each other, and how they start to have a conversation, and how they actually, you know, like start to connect with each other and fall in love. This is basically what we're going to look at today. Okay, so I feel like I'm picking up, like in pile number 1, I picked up a lot of like pictures, so I'm probably going to describe what I'm seeing here as like a movie scene, or like a TV show scene, or just in pictures. Okay, so you chose this image here. Okay, let's find out. I might also channel random stuff about colors and names and stuff like that, and if I do, it's just a confirmation for you guys that you chose the right pile. Okay, it's just very random information that comes through, and your spirit guide just want to let you know, especially because we have the card here, Ghost. So your spirit guides are definitely going to be very, very present when it comes to you meeting your true love and your future spouse. It's going to feel like, oh, my spirit guide is behind that, or my spirit guide told me to go here, or my spirit guide already told me something is going to happen this week, or my spirit guide already came through in a dream. This is definitely going to be part of how your love story begins with your true love and your future spouse. Okay, so I'm picking up the energy here that somebody recently went to the dentist, so I'm just going to say stuff that comes to my mind. So if it rings a bell, just an extra confirmation that you chose the right pal. And then I'm going to go into the love story between you and your future spouse. So I'm picking up the energy here. Somebody might be preparing a presentation or something that they have to present in front of an audience. So this could be at work or at school, or I'm also hearing in a church, where you might be preparing like a speech or a presentation or a PowerPoint presentation or something along those lines for some type of event, or you might be preparing something for an event. This could even be wrapping a gift, or this could be something about like decorating for a birthday party. For others of you, again, this could be something about like a presentation or a speech that you are going to hold in front of people. Okay, may that be church or school or something about where you get ready to perform in front of people. Okay, for others of you, I'm hearing, give me a moment, guys. Something about stars. Some of you guys, you recently read about like stars, or star seeds or something about like a, I'm seeing something about stars. You might have bought something with a star on it, or you might have, I'm also hearing a song, and in the song the star, the name star or the word star is significant here for somebody. I don't know what this means, okay? Something about literally stars. You have been stargazing, you bought something with a star on it, like a t-shirt or something along those lines, okay? I'm also seeing the color pink. Okay, or it could be somebody here really likes Pink, like the singer and songwriter Pink. Somebody recently went to a concert. Okay, what else is coming through here? I'm also hearing Michael Jackson, so your name could start with the letter M as in money or J as in Jacob. Okay, so M and Jacob, like M and J could be significant here. And because I'm hearing the song, you know, the reason why I say that, guys, is your reading is going to be very, very interesting. I'm not going to lie. I do have to share this story with you guys. I do have to share this story with you guys. Okay, so let's begin. Somebody here could really like Michael Jackson, okay? Somebody could really like Michael Jackson or Prince, or you might be, you might be a little bit older, and Michael Jackson was your time when you were younger or when you were a teenager or whatever. Michael Jackson could be significant here, okay? Or one of your favorite songs is from Michael Jackson. You recently heard a Michael Jackson song, okay? Is what I'm picking up here. Anyway, the reason why I say that is because we have the card here. Sometimes I get jealous, but your voice calms me down, okay? That's the first card. Pay attention to the word jealous, okay? And then somebody's name could also start with an S, as in Susie or Suzanne or something with an S, okay? Sarah is what I'm hearing. And then we also have the word here, ghost, okay? The reason why this brings me to Michael Jackson is because he literally has a song called Ghost. And in the song, he talks about, tell me I know the ghost of jealousy. Okay, so give me a moment, guys. To be honest with you guys, I also feel like you might be connected to pile number one, only if you felt drawn to pile number one, but you could be connected to pile number one here, okay? So give me a moment. Some of you guys, you might really like horror movies, or you might really like horror movies or skulls, or you really like maybe like more of like a darker, how do you say that, like a darker vibe, like, you know, as in decoration, where you maybe like the color black, or you like to wear a lot of dark stuff, or you like to wear a lot of black recently, or you might be really into like skulls and Halloween. You might be into like dressing up and Halloween and stuff like that, okay? Somebody's name, somebody's birthday could be in December, okay? I'm also hearing somebody's birthday could be December 12th or the 12th of any month, okay? So let's see. Lyrics. Okay. So the song says, there's a ghost down in the hall, there's a ghoul up upon the bed, there's something in the walls, there's blood up on the stairs, and it's floating through the room, and there's nothing I can see, and I know that that's the truth because now it's onto me. Okay, so I'm picking up the energy. This is just a confirmation. If you felt like there's an energy that is haunting you, like a name, a number, a color, something is hunting you, and it's everywhere, like the color is everywhere, the name is everywhere, the number sequence, or like you see a particular number everywhere. It doesn't have to be like an angel number, meaning like it doesn't have to be 111. It could just be like 123. You see 123 everywhere. Somebody's name could also start with a C, because now I'm hearing Sierra. Okay. I'm also hearing Kiana, so a Q could also be, your name could also start with a Q, and when I say your name, it could be your first, middle, or last name, okay? Before we start to get into the reading here. So, he says, tell me you are the ghost of jealousy, the ghost of jealousy. So, look at that. They put a knife in my back, shot an arrow in me, tell me you are the ghost of jealousy, the ghost of jealousy. So, your love story with your true love and your future spouse is gonna start paranormal, is gonna start supernatural, is gonna start with spirits, with you are bombarded with numbers and like colors and like synchronicities that are just like bonkers, kind of like where you see your birthday everywhere you go. Everywhere you go, whatever you research on Google, somehow you end up on an article that shows your birthday, or like it was published on your birthday, on someone else's birthday, something about where you feel like something is hunting you, like you see this color everywhere, you see this animal everywhere, or something about where it's going to feel like you're going to feel like the energy is very, very weird. Your love story is going to start with you feeling paranormal activity, may that be in your house, or the synchronicities that you get almost freak you out, or it's kind of like you feel like you're being hunted by something. Okay, now hear me out, guys. I'm with you guys. Do not worry about anything. But what I'm picking up here is, for some of you guys, you could actually meet your true love in your future spouse while your ex is still trying to get you back. So I'm literally seeing like a scene where your ex is coming back into your life, and just bear with me, okay, because I'm picking up a lot of different energies, so please bear with me. If you tell me I don't have an ex, just, you know, continue to listen, because I'm gonna pick up a lot of different stuff. So I'm picking up somebody has an ex, or you had like a sneaky link, you had somebody that you hooked up with, or that you kissed before, that you had sex with before. And you might actually run into your ex, or run into somebody that you used to date, or you used to be actually really in love with this person, okay? So you might be, you know, bumping into somebody that you used to think this is the one, you used to think you're gonna marry this person, and there's an energy where this person's coming back into your life, okay? They might have actually ghosted you. I'm picking up somebody who ghosted you might actually come back into your life right before you meet your true love and your future spouse, okay? Which is gonna be a freaking test. So they're gonna come back to you, they're gonna call you, hey, let's meet up, I just want to talk, I just want to apologize for what happened, or whatever. Or you might actually bump into them very randomly, where you see them somewhere, they act as though nothing happened, they want to talk to you about everything and stuff like that. For others of you, if it's not a boyfriend, an ex-boyfriend, an ex-girlfriend, an ex-man, ex-woman, it could actually be an ex-friend that ghosted you, or that stabbed you in the back, where like an ex-friend is coming back to you, they're sending you like a message or something along those lines, wanting to, you know, like, yeah, look at that, with a new message, wanting to text you or wanting to talk to you, because they miss you, okay? This is how your day is gonna start, or somehow this is gonna be significant as you meet your true love and your future spouse, okay? So for others of you, this could be around a time where I'm gonna be very, very honest here with you guys, okay? So this reminds me of an energy. I'm also hearing somebody here is watching Supernatural, like the TV show Supernatural with Sam and Dean. Okay, so somebody's name could also start with a D, middle, first, or last name. Because sometimes, because I'm watching Supernatural right now, I'm being brought to that. Sometimes in Supernatural, they're hunting ghosts, right? And sometimes the ghost is not even the person that is or like the spirit. The ghost is not even the one that is doing people harm. The ghost in the spirit is actually trying to protect the living of somebody that wants to harm them, okay? So I would not be surprised that before you meet your true love and your future spouse, the way your story begins, okay, is kind of like an energy where you're gonna feel like your spirit guides are warning you about a person in your life, okay? They are warning you about a person, or they're showing you something in a dream. They might be showing you in a dream how somebody's gossiping about you, how somebody's betraying you. They might be showing you how your ex is coming back, crying, falling on their knees, wanting to be back with you. You're somehow going to get contacted. Look at that, guys. The reason why I say that, listen, this card came out. They're literally going to contact you and let you know that there is somebody around you that is jealous of you, and this person is not good for you, okay? Because with the High Priestess here in the reverse, it's kind of like this energy where you don't want to, okay, I'm picking up an energy where you don't want to believe that somebody is really like sending you negative energy, and it's kind of like your spirit guides are going to send you over and over and over again signs about somebody, and that they're sending you negative energy. And I'm picking up the energy here where you're gonna feel like you lost maybe somebody that you thought you could trust. Like you could feel like I lost a family member, I lost a friend, I lost a colleague because they were jealous of me or because they backstabbed me or something. About, I'm also hearing some of you guys, you're going to change your number or you're actually going to ghost somebody right before you meet your true love and your future spouse. Again, it's somehow going to be significant as you guys meet, okay? So you're going to feel sad, and I pick up the energy like you're going to feel sad because I'm picking up there's like a secret going to be revealed to you about how somebody actually betrays you or how somebody is actually jealous of you and that they're sending you negative energy. And I feel like you're going to be kind of like in your feelings, a little bit sad, like how could they do this to me? Why are they jealous of me? I'm nothing special. Like why? Or an energy of like where you're asking yourself, why is this person coming to me now that I don't want them anymore? Or something about where somebody's apology is going to make you feel like you are in your feelings, like they're going to come to you, apologize to you, and you're going to be a little bit shocked about it. So I feel like you're either going to be shocked about an apology or about somebody sending you a long message how they love you, want to be back with you, and you're going to be shocked about it. Or there's an energy of like you're going to be shocked about that somebody betrays you, or the universe is going to show you that somebody cannot be trusted in your circle, in your surroundings, and it's going to be like, you know, I feel like you're going to be bummed about it. I feel like you're going to be sad about it. You might even feel like you don't know what to do about it. Here comes the twist. That's when your future spouse comes in. Okay, that's when your true love and your future spouse comes in. That's when your love story begins, because I'm seeing like an energy where they see you somewhere and you look like you have a burden, or you look like you have something on your chest or something in your heart that you don't talk about. So you might look a little bit like stressed, or you might look a little bit like how do you say that? You might look a little bit like you need guidance, or something about like when it's just on your face that you're contemplating about something or something is worrying you, okay? And that's when your true love and your future spouse comes in, because we have the card here, let's talk about this, we can work it out, okay? So again, for some of you guys, it's like literally your ex-boyfriend, your ex-girlfriend coming back in, like literally seconds before you meet your true love and your future spouse, literally seconds before you guys match on a dating app or before you guys bump into each other in town. You get a text message or a call from your old lover, or from a sneaky link, or somebody that you thought you would have a relationship with, you used to fancy them. Or again, like some type of betrayal is going to be revealed to you, like, oh my god, like all the signs told me the truth. Or this person, like where you catch somebody doing something behind your back and it's kind of like, oh my god, so this is really the truth, or this is really their true face, or they're really like on the dark side basically, okay? And then your true love and your future spouse comes in, and they're gonna ask you like, how was your day? Okay, depending on when you guys are meeting. And I feel like you're gonna be honest with them. You're gonna tell them that it's not your best day, or I'm hearing I've had better days, or this week was not really my week, or I'm trying to get better, or I'm trying to process something right now, or I don't feel the best right now. And then they're gonna ask you like, hey, what's going on? You know, maybe we can talk about it, maybe I can help. So I feel like you're going to tell your true love and your future spouse about something that happened to you, something about like, this person betrayed me, or what would you do if you knew that your best friend did something behind your back? Would you talk to them like straight up, or would you, you know, like not tell them anything and just, you know, vanish? You know, like where you ask them for advice how to handle a difficult situation, okay, where you got betrayed, or something about I know it's super cliche, and I don't know if some of you guys would actually do that, but I'm hearing somebody here, you might actually tell this person about like where you're just gonna tell this person that you sometimes ask yourself if you make the right decision. And then they're gonna say something that is kind of like a guru, or kind of like, it's like the perfect thing that they could say in that moment where you felt uncertainty. So they might be telling you, you know, like, or you might be asking like, what would you do if your friend backstabbed you? And then they would say something like, well, you know, like if they backstabbed you, they already showed you who they are. And, you know, like sometimes it's important to choose you over, you know, like just because it's like a long time you know each other, sometimes it doesn't mean anything. And when they say that, they push you to make a healthy decision about some type of betrayal or some type of like very sad situation. And for some of you guys, there could be an energy. I'm also picking up, it might be the other way around, where your true love and your future spouse recently lost somebody. They departed, went to heaven, or they went through a betrayal, and they're actually going to ask you, hey, what would you do? And whatever you say is like, whatever you say is soothing their soul, or whatever you say is the right thing that they had to hear, and they're gonna feel like you have been with them around a time where it was really hard for them, or it was really hard for them to deal with something, is what I'm picking up here. Okay, let's see what else is coming through here. Yeah, I do feel like, yeah, because didn't I just talk about guru? I feel like it's either you or your true love and your future spouse. You have Zen vibes. It's kind of like where you have like a very Zen energy, a very guru energy, a very calm, peaceful energy. You know how, you know, I'm being brought to like monks, you know, when you ask them a question, you, for example, you ask like a spiritual teacher or a monk or a guru, hey, what would you do if you didn't know how to make a decision? And this guru would say something like, the winter comes and the winter goes. And it has nothing to do with your question, but it has everything to do with your question. This is what I'm being brought to. So I'm picking up the energy. And do you know what I'm also hearing? I am hearing that your spirit guides are actually going to talk to you directly through your true love and your future spouse. Your true love and your future spouse is actually going to say something that is channeled from your spirit guides, or like a departed loved one, somebody that is watching over you, a departed loved one, and your departed loved one is going to talk to you through this man or this woman. They're going to say exactly what you need to hear in order to cope with something, in order to heal from something, or in order for you to separate from something toxic or somebody toxic, or like a toxic situation. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. So they're going to be there when you don't know what to do, or they're going to be there when somebody actually backstabbed you and betrayed you. I'm also hearing an energy here where your true love and your future spouse is going to come, and I'm seeing you here like praying for help, or praying for advice, or praying for like universe or spirit guides, tell me what to do, is what I'm picking up here. You know, like where you ask your spirit guides or the universe and you're like on your knees. Do you see that, praying to God? I don't know what to do about this situation. I don't know what to do about this betrayal, or I don't know how to handle this situation. It's very tricky. Kind of like it's like an auntie in your family, so you don't know how to handle the situation, and they're somehow going to say something that is going to lead you into the right direction, is what I'm picking up here. This is how your connection is going to start off. They're going to give you advice on a very tricky situation where somebody either backstabbed you, or it's the other way around, where you're going to be this Zen energy, this guru energy that is guiding them into the right direction, is what I'm picking up here. Okay. This is so weird, because in the song he says, Susie got your number and Susie ain't your friend. Look who did you under, 7 inches in. Love is on, blood is on the dance floor, blood is on the knife. Susie got your number. Oh no, that's a different song. Anyway, I don't understand it, where you're gonna ask yourself like, I don't understand how this person could betray me, or I don't understand how this person could gossip behind my back, or I don't understand why this person ghosted me, or I don't understand why you know, like they treat me so unkindly or unfairly, or I don't understand why my family doesn't accept me. Something about where you're gonna ask yourself, why is this person doing that to me? You see, it says, they put a knife in my back, shot an arrow in me, tell me you are the ghost of jealousy, a sucking ghost of jealousy. So I feel like you're going to go through an energy of jealousy here. For others of you, this could be like where your true love, you're going to be out with your true love and your future spouse, and your ex is actually going to see you guys. Okay, I don't know, like this is very drama like, but to be honest with you, we have the tower here, and the tower can sometimes indicate drama. But again, this is nothing for you to worry about. I just feel like your ex could be feeling that you're moving on. So before you're moving on, they're trying to kind of like manipulate you or seduce you back into not moving on. Or you could actually meet your true love and your future spouse. You guys are on a date and you happen to meet like your ex, but your ex has been thinking about you so much so that they actually manifested seeing you somewhere. Does that make sense? So they might be blowing up your phone like, who's this guy, who's this girl, or hey, let's go on a date and stuff like that. And it's like a very weird energy here. Okay, let's see what else is coming through here, guys. Give me a moment. We also have the card here, I can't believe we made it, this is why we're thankful. And it's actually a quote or like a sentence from the song. Wow. Oh, listen. In the song, this is actually a song by, it's called The Carters, if I'm not mistaken. It's by Jay-Z and Beyonce. And the beginning scene of that song, that music video, is actually an angel. This is literally what I'm saying. It's like there's a spirit guide or an angel that is going to show you or somehow is going to tell you that something big is about to happen, or it's kind of like you're going to feel angelic energy around this man or around this woman, or they're going to say something that your grandpa used to say, which is going to be like bonkers. How do you know what my grandpa always said to me? Or how do you know the name of my grandpa, where they maybe even say like, they give you an example and they just say a sentence and they choose a random name, and the name that they randomly chose is actually like the name of your mom. Does that make sense? Where they somehow speak, but they speak as if your spirit guides are talking to you through your true love and your future spouse, is what I'm picking up here. Or something about where there's some type of like angelic energy here. Okay, I'm also hearing the angel number 444. It's kind of like your true love and your future spouse comes into your life as protection because somebody wants to backstab you, or somebody's jealous of you and they're sending you negative energy. And somehow this person's coming into your life and they're saying the right thing. Okay, they're somehow saying the right thing in order to calm you down, or in order for you to see things clearly and make the right decision for you, make a healthy decision here for you. Okay, let's see. How's your love story going to begin? Now with the I can't believe we made it, and again, in the song he says I don't understand it, and here it says I can't believe it. So I'm also picking up the energy where you and your true love and your future spouse, the first dates that you will have, there will be weird stuff happening where you go to this person's place, the lights start to flicker. When you guys go out together, you see this person's name everywhere you go, they see your name everywhere you go. I'm even seeing you guys like texting each other like pictures where, you know, like you talk about something and they see it in the town and they send you a message like, hey, pie number 2, remember what you talked about? Now I see it in front of me. Or something about like your intuition was correct. Something about where you're going to talk about all the synchronicities that you see, or like, oh my god, I see your name everywhere, I don't know what's going on. Okay, let's see what else is coming through here. How's pie number 2's love story going to begin? It's kind of like they come into your life as a protector, as a guardian angel. Okay, just energetically they're going to have the energy of a guardian angel that is guarding you from negative energy that you're facing. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. Let's see what that is about. I'm gonna be very honest here with you guys. I feel like there's gonna be a weird energy in the air before you meet your true love and your future spouse, because somebody is jealous of you. I don't know, why is this person jealous? Let's get one last card. I don't want you guys to focus on it, it's just I'm making you aware of it, that this could be like an energy where you feel a little bit off, but you feel off because somebody is sending you negative energy, because we literally have ghost, like it's ghost spiritual energy that I'm picking up here. Okay, why is this person jealous of pile number 2? Yeah, this could be somebody that you don't talk to anymore. This could be somebody that you don't talk to anymore and they want to come back into your life, or you put healthy boundaries, and tell this person you don't want to talk to them anymore and they're just upset about it. Okay, for others of you, they could be jealous because you are young I don't know what the fuck that means. This could be somebody that is older than you and they're jealous of your youth, that you are younger than them. Okay. Somebody could be like jealous that you are younger than them and that you have that you still, I don't know, something about where you have more possibilities or you are young, so therefore you can make a lot of like choices and, you know, like make a lot of things happen. For some of you guys, I feel like somebody could be jealous around that time. Don't know when you're gonna meet your true love and your future spouse, but around that time there could be an energy where you are getting accepted for like a big school or like a big, you know, like where you get like accepted to like Harvard or like a big school, or you get like a scholarship is what I'm picking up here. Something about where you get accepted to a school or you get a scholarship, or something about like where your grades are amazing or you are highly favored by your teacher. I'm also hearing somebody is going to be jealous because you are highly favored by a teacher or highly favored by a father figure. Okay, so this could also be like sibling revival. Do you say it like that? Revival? You know what I mean. Where I'm picking up an energy where this person feels like, you know, they have to fight for the dad's approval. It's like a masculine energy here. So I feel like somebody's going to be jealous of you because you are highly favored by a teacher. Okay, this doesn't even have to be school. It could also be, you know, like when you get your driver's license, like, or the teacher has an eye on you and then people are jealous because they also have an eye on the teacher. Something about where you are highly favored by a masculine energy. Again, this could be a teacher, this could also be a dad, this could be an uncle, this could be a brother. Okay, let's see. But your spirit guides are going to send you signs over and over and over again, warning you of this person. And you're going to be like, oh my God, what is going on? Let's see what else is coming through here. Why is this person jealous of you? For some of you guys, this person could be jealous because they feel like you're going to be a successful singer or a musician, or you have more success with your music. Okay, something about this person could be jealous because you make music and you are actually very successful with your music, or you start to become very successful with your beats or your music, or you're becoming a successful beat producer or music producer, a successful ghostwriter. Look at that, because we have ghost here. So somebody could be a successful, or you could become a successful ghostwriter in the future. I'm also hearing something about ghostwriting. Okay, for others of you, this person could be jealous of you because I feel like because you get a chance, like as if like a music producer comes to you and they give you a chance. Like let's say for example, it's like 3 people. I'm being brought to Rihanna, how she went to a casting with her 2 friends, and the music producer only wanted, you know, Rihanna out of the group. This could also be an energy like that. Okay, not for everybody, but this could be an energy where you go to a place and you go with a group, but you are the chosen one, or it's like a solo thingy-majigger, or you're being offered something solo and not with your people, and somebody could take it the wrong way is what I'm picking up here. Okay, let's see, who is this person that is going to get jealous? Before we tap into, yeah, this could be somebody that you used to be in a relationship with, or this could be somebody that you used to work with, or this could be somebody that you used to live with. Okay, one more. Who's this person that is gonna get jealous, or that is gonna, you know, do some weird stuff here? 10 of Pentacles. For some of you guys, it could be family, or this could be somebody who's very greedy when it comes to money. This could also be, yeah, this could be somebody who's greedy when it comes to money, or this person loses all their morals, or this person loses their moral compass as soon as money is involved. So they might be a very kind person, but as soon as money is involved, they become like greedy and no moral compass, or they start to do shady stuff. This could also be somebody that does something illegal or shady for work, or to get money, or to make money. Okay, or this could be somebody again who's very greedy when it comes to money, or who does like illegal stuff or shady stuff behind, you know, the back, or they might be even lying about how much money they have. Don't know what that means. Okay, let's move on. just to give you a heads up, okay? There could be something like that, but again, it could also be on your future spouse's side where they're going to ask you, hey, pie number 2, you know, recently there was something happening in my life and I don't know how to deal with it, you know, and then you guys are going to meet and you're going to help this person to process whatever this shit-ass energy is, okay? Let's see. Let's get a few more cards here. And I do feel like you guys are going to go to a celebration together here, okay? So I feel like you guys are, look at that, it's kind of like, I'm picking up where this person's gonna want to cheer you up. So they're gonna, you know, like help you to process whatever is happening, and then they're gonna say, hey, pie number 2, let me cheer you up. Literally so cliche when you think about like movies and love stories. It's like this person's gonna feel like they want to cheer you up, so they're gonna take you to a nice place. I mean, now I'm hearing this song, ooh, say what, say what, say what. Yeah, ooh, girl, you know what's up. Ooh, it's called What's Up. I don't know, it's like a very, very old 90s R&B song because I love, you know, like 90s R&B and stuff like that. So I'm picking up this person's gonna cheer you up, or is going to want to cheer you up by inviting you somewhere where you guys are gonna dance together. Yeah, I'm also picking up an energy, yeah, where you guys are gonna dance together, or you guys are gonna listen to music together. They could be wanting to kind of like cheer you up, and so they're gonna take you somewhere cool. I'm seeing like different lights, like I'm seeing flashing lights, so this could be like a place that is really cool, or it's like very fancy, or like really, you know, it's like a beautiful experience here. Okay, I'm also hearing something about rooftop, or something about it might be high up in the sky is what I'm picking up here, or you could be able to see through a window of glass at this place that you're going to go to. Okay, let's see what else. I'm also hearing like your true love and your future spouse, you guys are going to talk, and they're going to help you to see something for what it truly is. So if you have doubted your intuition, your true love and your future spouse is actually going to help you to see a situation for what it really is, if that makes sense. Okay, they're going to say something that is going to make you feel like, nope, I cannot trust this person, or I cannot, you know, like, or what am I going to do about the situation? Let's see what else. What is going to happen here? Yeah, I feel like this is like, because to be honest with you guys, I'm gonna tell you a story here, okay? This is very personal, but I love you guys, so I'm gonna tell you a story. I don't know if it was the first time in my life where I ever saw a spirit guide, but it was one of the first times where I ever saw like a spirit guide, like literally. And the funny part is I was on a swing on that day. Okay, I was on a swing on that day. It was like a full moon. Sounds very weird, but we have a swing here. It was a full moon. I love to be on a swing, and I had to do a presentation on the next day. Okay, I had to do a presentation on the next day, and I was a little bit anxious about it because I was not always the best at public speaking, and I used to have like a huge fear of public speaking, especially in school. I did a project, or like I wanted to do a project about like the birth of stars, how stars are born, like how stars are literally created under a nebula cloud, and then they, you know, like become so dense that they, you know, like crack open, which is the tower here, and then the star comes out. So I, you know, did a presentation about that on that day, and I remember I listened to the song Alien Girl by Kendrick Lamar. I was on the swing, I listened to the song by Kendrick Lamar, Alien Girl. I swear to fucking God, that was the first day and one of the only days, because I do see spirits, but they don't always look like that. I literally saw a light figure, literally in that shape. This is literally what this spirit guide looked like, in this shape. It looked like a human, but like literally like a human form, and it was passing me by as I was sitting on the swing. So there could be an energy where you will see a spirit guide for the first time, or there's going to be something freaking paranormal, supernatural happening, where you're going to be like, oh my God, God is alive, God is real, spirit guides are real. Why am I seeing them all of a sudden? There's something going on where, or now that I look back, I feel like it was, you know, like somebody that I know from the other side. but they could also be where a departed loved one is going to come through, and the way that they come through is going to be nobody's going to believe you what you just saw, and somehow it's connected to your true love and your future spouse. You might actually talk about like, oh my god, like I'm also hearing like you cannot believe what I just saw. Look at that, it says I cannot believe it and I don't understand it, right? And I talked about supernatural. Sometimes in supernatural, you know, the witnesses see something that they cannot tell the police because the police wouldn't, you know, believe them. But then like Sam and Dean come in, they're like supernatural, they go ghost hunting, and usually the witnesses say, I saw something at the crime scene, but you wouldn't believe me if I told you. And then Sam and Dean usually say, try me, you know, because they know that it is out there. So I'm also picking up the energy where you're gonna, like, your future spouse is gonna ask you like, what is going on? You look like you just saw a ghost, literally. Okay, something about like, what is going on with you? You look like you just saw a ghost. And then you might be opening up about like some type of like paranormal activity that you just witnessed like literally seconds ago before they arrived or something along those lines. And you guys are going to talk about it. And funny thing is, they're actually also going to tell you that they also had some weird paranormal stuff happening lately, and you guys are actually going to talk about it, okay, is what I'm picking up here. Pile number 2, I'm going to extend this reading now on Patreon, okay? So if you want to see how it continues, the link is down in the description box. If not, I'm going to see you in my next one, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello, my lovely pal. Number 3, last but not least, you chose this beautiful image here. Let us find out, what is your love story gonna be like with your true love and your future spouse? Specifically, how is your love story with your true love and your future spouse going to begin? Okay, if you're new to my channel, my name is Cynthia, and I'm gonna read your cards today. And I might channel, like I'm channeling usually the energy first before I show you the cards here and there, because it helps me to channel everything that is supposed to come through. If I randomly throw in numbers, names, words, this is just spirits. Like when spirits come through and they specifically want to talk to somebody that they take care of, they might throw in like a random word, kind of like, I don't know, like a blue balloon, like, and then you know, like, oh my god, I saw a balloon yesterday, so my grandma's talking to me. Does that make sense? It's just to give you a heads up. When I randomly say stuff, it's just to give you a confirmation that it's your spirit guide talking to you directly, okay? And I'm just the middleman, basically. But give me a moment here, guys. I'm going to channel the energy first, and then we're going to look at how your love story is going to begin, kind of like in a TV show or in a movie. You know how in a movie where they show the first scenes where this man and this woman, or this woman and this woman, or this man and this man, or this whatever and whatever is falling in love with each other, and how the connection starts to become something. It starts to become something, okay? So give me a moment here, guys. Can I be honest with you guys? Your energy feels a little bit more light-hearted than pile number 1 and pile number 2. Okay, and it's funny because we have the card here, hippie love, and you can literally see like it's fireworks in the background. She's sticking out her tongue. They're having their time of their life, and you know, it makes sense that I feel like light-hearted, because pile number 2, pile number 1, where there was something going on, but yours feels, well, we will see what is going on here, but I feel it's going to be in a light-hearted energy, okay? The way your love story is going to begin is super duper light-hearted. I'm hearing, we have the card here, I love watching you in your power, which tells me that they're going to see you in your element. Let's say, for example, you love dancing. Your true love and your future spouse, they're gonna see you for the first time when you're shaking your hips and it's your favorite song and you're dancing and you love the song and you're just in your element. You're just like pure ecstasy. It's like pure, like, oh my god, enjoyment, and just, you know, shaking your hips and not thinking about anything. And they're gonna spot you as you're dancing to your favorite song. Or for others of you, for example, let's say you love going to the gym. You love lifting weights, okay, and you break your personal record on that day where you are so strong, you feel so freaking powerful in the gym, and it's like you hit your record on that day, and they literally see you as you're lifting weights and stuff like that, okay, in case it is like, because I'm picking up this has something to do with you're gonna do something that you're passionate about around the time where you meet your true love and your future spouse. So let's say, for example, like you're gonna write poetry in that moment, and you're so into your poetry, like, and then you're gonna mumble your poetry or your poem to yourself, and this man or this woman can see how passionate you are about what you're doing, and I'm seeing that they find it very cute or endearing, or they're actually gonna ask you like, hey, where did you learn to dance so amazing, or like, wow, what, you're so strong, like for a woman, for some of you guys, because I'm picking up like a female bodybuilder, something about where they're gonna come to you because the card says, I love you, I love watching you in your power. So you're gonna see your true love and your future spouse as they are in their power or as you are in your power. Let's say, for example, you run your own business, and on that day you hit a record with sales, or you know, like you get good news about, you know, your business, and you're walking around, you know, like $1 million baby, you know, like your walk, there's something about like you guys are gonna be very, very drawn, sexually drawn to each other's confidence. Does that make sense? So you're gonna be so confident shaking your hips to Shakira, Shakira. You're gonna be so confident shaking your hips, and they're gonna love this confidence. It's gonna like attract them to you. But then you're also gonna look at him, and the way he flirts with you, the way he's giving you a wink, or the way he's like, you know, like passing by, you know, giving you a little hint of his perfume, his cologne. It's like, oh my god, he's so confident, he's so sexy. Or I'm picking up an energy where I'm hearing you telling him that he's got style, or the way that he approaches you, the way she seduces you, it has style or it has charisma. There's something about like playing with each other, being super duper flirtatious, where you cross your legs and you show a little bit of your legs, or a little bit of like, I don't know, your feet, or something about where you put on lipstick and then you look at him, or something about where you know they are behind you. This is so weird, but I'm hearing where you know they are behind you, and you have like a hand pocket mirror, and you open it, and then you look into the back to see them, which is funny. I should actually keep that in mind. That's a good trick to look at somebody without them noticing, where you have like a mirror, and then you turn around, and then this person's somewhere here, and then you can look at them. But this is what I'm being brought to, where you guys kind of like flirt with each other. I do feel like it's gonna be, now hear me out, it's gonna be different for all of you, because I feel like for some of you guys this could be like the way you're you could actually be meeting this person around an area where there's a lot of music, a lot of lights. This could be a concert, a festival, a street festival, or like a street concert, an underground band. This could be like a significant holiday where people are on the street celebrating. Okay, now for others of you, if it's not that, this just means it's going to be one of your first dates. Okay, one of your first dates might include like fireworks, or might include like a light show, might include a concert, might include like live bands, live music, even like a live comedy show or live poetry. Isn't there something about like, yeah, I feel like you can also go to like places where they speak, or like they do poetry or something along those lines. I feel like it's gonna be at a live event, and on that day you're really gonna flirt with each other. You know exactly how to show skin, and what you're gonna show and what you're not gonna show, and it's the same with them. But I feel like you guys are gonna be so attracted to each other because you're both confident and bold, or powerful, or something about where you are really good at something. And it's kind of like they see how good you are. Let's say, for example, it's in a classroom. Okay, let's say it's in a classroom, and you are like an A student when it comes to mathematics, and they can see that the teacher is asking you questions and nobody knows it but you in the class, and they're like, wow, this girl is so freaking smart, it turns me on. There's something about, and also the other way around, let's say they own a business, or let's say they are in a manager position and you're going to see them on the phone giving commands, or like, hey, you need to do this and you need to do that, and you see them multitasking and really being in their like emperor energy, handling their stuff, and you're going to be like, oh my god, this is so freaking sexy. I'm picking up the energy where you're both going to be attracted to, like, you're going to be attracted to this person's masculine energy or feminine. It doesn't matter, whatever you like, but I feel like you're going to be seduced by, you know, the way how soft her hair is, or how soft she's walking, or how soft her skin is. Something about where masculine and feminine energy comes together and you really appreciate each other. It doesn't matter what you like. You could even be a guy and you know, like, are into guys, and you are more the feminine energy, where, you know, the partner that you are attracting, your true love and your future spouse, they're gonna be like, they're gonna really love the way that you walk and your hips are, you know, like doing something, or they're really gonna love like your high cheekbones, or something about like how soft your skin is, how soft your hair is. Something about like this feminine energy, where this man or this masculine energy, no matter what orientation, like sexual orientation, this masculine energy is going to be like, oh my god, you know, like this soft but also nurturing and sexy and seductive energy, and they're going to be so drawn to that, to your feminine energy, to your, you know, like creative energy, to your go with the flow energy, okay? Whereas you might be attracted to their masculine energy, to their boss energy, or to their energy of like taking care of stuff, or something. I'm also hearing something about like where you say they have like charisma, or they have style, or the way that they seduce you is like with class or funny, or I'm picking up an energy where you're gonna look at each other as if you are both pros. Oh, I'm hearing a pro lover, and I'm also hearing a pro seducer. So you're gonna feel like this person's like a pro seducer. They know exactly what they're doing, and you're gonna feel like they're gonna feel the same way about you, okay? So I'm picking up the energy, the way your love story is beginning is kind of like where you are both attracted to each other's confidence or power. They come into the room with like chest, you know, chest up, head held high. They come into a room, you know, like with their, I don't know, the way that they walk is kind of like, you know, I'm here for business. I'm also hearing party in the front, business in the back, or business in the front, party in the back. Something about where you walk into the room, you both look fucking sexy, or it could be an energy where you're both, let's say for example, it's like in school, okay, because it's going to be different for all of you. Let's say it's in school and you're both good in mathematics, and you're both, you know your shit, you know every mathematic formula, you know what to do, you both are A level or like A students or A grade students, and it's like you're both attracted to each other, to this like boss energy, or to this smart and intelligent energy. So they're basically going to be like you, or something about they're just as much of a good dancer as you are. So it's kind of like you're not in a dance contest, but it's kind of like who, like if people would look at you, they wouldn't know who to look at, because you are a freaking amazing dancer, but also your man or your woman is a freaking amazing dancer. Or let's say, for example, you love fashion, so your power is your fashion, your power is your fashion statement. For them, it's the same, like they also look fabulous, and people wouldn't know who to look at first because you both look fucking fabulous. It's kind of like where you're both getting the attention of the crowd. I'm also seeing something about like where people will look at you. You might be somewhere where there's a crowd, but people will see how both of you dance, and it's like so passionate and so fiery. Or people will see like how you're both dressed, and it's like it has so much charisma, or it's very outstanding in the crowd. So you're both going to be somehow like attracting each other because you're both confident, or you're both bold. It could be bold with your outfit, it could be bold with your life decisions, with your lifestyle. Something about you're both bold, you're both risky, you're both like rebellious or something, and you're going to be like so drawn to each other, okay? Kind of like where a rebellious man looks for a rebellious woman, and where a rebellious woman looks for a rebellious man. This is what I'm being brought to. I also strongly pick up an energy of poetry, okay? I'm also picking up an energy of like poetry or rapping, okay? Something about where you actually impress each other like big time. Like you might be super duper impressed by how much they have achieved by their young age, or you're gonna be impressed by maybe how youthful they are, although they are of an older age. It doesn't matter, because I don't want to exclude any age range, but you might meet, like, if you already are in your 50s and they already are in their 50s, they still have like a very youthful energy that really impresses you, or they might be still going to the gym, although they have a gray beard or something along those lines. I feel like, and it's not like to, how can I say that, it's not that you want to impress this person, it's just your personality, or they're just gonna catch you in a moment where you're just fucking in your power, your outfit is from head to toe, or it might be an energy where on that day you just look fucking fabulous, or it happens to be a day or like one of the days where, I don't know, you buy a dress and this dress was just made for you. This is what I'm picking up here. So I feel like, and look at that energy, I do feel like there's something going on, because we have the 10th house here, okay? It says career, responsibilities, achievement, competence, fame, notoriety, standing, authority figures, legacy, purpose, pinnacle. Give me a moment, guys. Okay, for others of you, I'm picking up the energy, the way your love story begins. Again, it's kind of like we're two, like a lion and a lioness look at each other, and it's like, oh my god, I'm so attracted to that strength, that confidence, that bold energy, that rebellious energy, okay? For others of you, you will actually have a dream. Just a few days, or just, I feel like it's a few days or a few weeks, or else you would forget the dream. But I feel like for a lot of you guys, you will actually have a dream of how you meet your true love and your future spouse, because this card just reminded me of a dream that I had yesterday. Okay, and we also have the 4 of Swords here, which is literally a guy who is sleeping. Okay, so I do feel like you're going to have a dream before you meet your true love and your future spouse, how it's going to happen, or you're somehow going to see something that reminds you of your dreams. Like, I even want to say you're gonna maybe like scream or say to your guy or your girl or your, you know, your true love, like, oh my god, I dreamed of this like a few weeks ago, you won't believe me, like I saw this before, or I knew I would meet you here, or something about like, this feels so familiar to me, I think I saw it in a dream. I'm also thinking for some of you guys, you could be meeting your true love and your future spouse in a business meeting. This is not gonna be for everybody. I'm hearing somebody's gonna meet their true love and their future spouse in a business meeting. Give me a moment here, guys. There's something coming through here. Give me a moment here, guys, okay? So, what is that about? Because the universe is showing me like a dream that I had literally yesterday. Okay. If you are an actress or an actor, what the hell is going on here? Because I'm picking up like, let's say for example, you are a DJ. You would meet your true love and your future spouse as you are at a club being a DJ. So they see you in your element or in your power. I'm also seeing something about like meeting this person on set. You know how actors meet each other when they actually, you know, film a video, where they actually film a movie together. So I'm being brought to like actors, actresses that meet on set. Something about meeting on set or meeting behind cameras. What the fuck is going on here? This might even be like a situation where you want to get new pictures for your Instagram or something along those lines, and then you hit up like a photographer and you end up falling in love with each other. Does that make sense? It's something about like lights, camera, action. This is what I'm picking up here. So the way your love story begins is somehow connected to lights, camera, and action. Something about like there's going to be a lot of action, a lot of people here going on, or you actually had a dream of it. And this is like metaphorically speaking, like a vision that you had in your mind is real, and it's like lights, camera, action. It plays out in front of you like a movie, okay? For some of you guys, this is not gonna be for everybody here, okay? For some of you guys, there could be an energy where your true love and your future spouse, oh, okay, that's what it is. So I'm hearing for some of you guys, your true love and your future spouse, or you, somehow is in the public eye. Somebody here might be in the public eye, okay? And because this person is in the public eye, they get tickets for a special event where only people are allowed to come when they are on the guest list, the VIP guest list, okay? For others of you, you are meeting this person, or something about your love story begins for example, I'm gonna give you another example, okay? I think it's gonna be interesting with you guys. For example, they make music, and they're actually gonna ask you to be in their music video. This is what I'm being brought to, which is the reason why we have cameras and lights and the red carpet and stuff like that. For some of you guys, you might actually go to a red carpet event, or this person might be inviting you to a red carpet event. This could be like a theater, a musical. It's like a big, I'm seeing like a big palace, and it's like a big, like a burlesque show, or like a you know, like where you go upstairs and it's like red carpet, and it's like people are dressed very fancy or something along those lines, and they might be just inviting you to go there. Or again, it might be like a VIP or like a business party or a VIP party is what I'm picking up here. Okay, and others for you, I feel like it's like on set. For example, I got booked for a music video once back in the days, and you might meet them as you both are booked for a music video, as you are both booked for an event, as you're like, because I'm picking up for some of you guys, you are like an artist or you do something creative, and people can actually book you. So people can book your services for certain events, or this might be an energy where they're gonna actually invite you to see them in their full glory. Like they do something where they get booked by other people, and they're going to tell you, hey, come to my gig, or come to my you know, like event. They could be like an event planner or something like that, and they could be asking you to come to that situation, or to come to that party. Okay, with the Three of Cups, this definitely feels like, look at that energy. It's like drinks is involved, dancing, a very like bold outfit, or taking out your best clothing from your wardrobe. Okay, going to something that is like, you know, look at that card with the Judgment card here. It's like it's a place, it's like a place where there's a lot to see, or a lot of people. I'm also hearing a lot of names, or what is that about? Let's see, because I don't know where this is going. Why is the 10th house here? Again, yeah, okay, look at that. We have the Queen of Cups here. I feel like somebody here is an artist. Okay, somebody here is an artist, and they're going to show their art to the other person, but it might be like a special event, or like a big event that they are booked for, and they're going to be like, hey, pie number 2, do you want to come to this event that I'm booked for? This could be literally like a comedian. They're going to tell you to come to their show. Literally, you know, when you watch love movies or TV shows where the guy or the girl says, hey, come to my show tonight, you know, I have a show tonight, just come over. This is what I'm being brought to. I don't know what this means. They could also, for example, because it's like, it's a big umbrella, but they could also say, hey, I recently opened my restaurant, come to my restaurant. It's also like you see them in their power, right? This is their restaurant, they're inviting you to that place. That's also what it feels like. It's like this guy or this girl that says, come to my show, or come to my party, or come to my, I don't know, like my new restaurant, or my friend is, you know, like had opened her I don't know, like her restaurant, do you want to come over? This is what I'm being brought to. This is so funny. I'm picking up the energy of like where they come to you or where you go to them, and it's like so like, it's like cheeky. You guys look at each other, but you still want to keep it classy, and then this person's like, you know, if you want to, you can come over. I can't. And you're trying to play it off like, oh, you know, like, you know, it's fine and stuff like that, but then when you turn around you want to scream. That's what I'm being brought to. Okay, where's the 10th house here? Yeah, we have the Hanged Man. One more. Where's the 10th house here? And the Ace of Wands in reverse. Wow, as well as the 10 of Cups. Wow. I was actually thinking of this card, and then it came out. Now, another thing that I want to tell you guys is, okay, let me say it like that. I don't know if it's you or if it's them or if it's the both of you, but I'm hearing, I usually don't fall in love, or I usually don't focus on love, or I usually like, I don't know, I'm being brought to like somebody who says, because I'm hearing the song Pro Lover. And in the song he says, loving me baby, it's a no-no. Something about like, look at that. So I feel like they're either gonna look at you as if you are a player, or you're gonna look at them as if they are a player. Okay, because there's something about them that they are very cheeky, or the way that they look at you, they might be doing something where you're like, oh my god, you're so cheeky, or like you probably have never been in a relationship, or you probably have never been in love. There's something about like where you look at each other and there's like this playful energy where you might be telling them like, why are you even talking to me? Like, you're a player, like come on, or something like that. Or the other way around where they're like, I'm the player, look at you. This one I'm picking up the energy of like where you say you are a player and this person's like, did you look at you? Like, you, every time I text you I have to wait until the next day until you respond. I always respond and you're like, no, I just want to give you like space. So I'm picking up like the energy of like where two people that usually don't fall in love are falling in love, or two people that usually don't want to open up, or two people that usually like have their guard up, like you cannot play me. It's like, maybe you're not a player. Like, I don't know, because this card says, this time I want to surrender to love. And I'm picking up the energy you will actually have a conversation like that, where they're like, you know, I usually don't fall in love, or, you know, like I usually like, there's something about where I feel like you guys are going to have a conversation about how you usually are very independent, you don't focus on love, or there's other things that are more important than love. But I don't know, there's something about where you both are a little bit stubborn, but it turns you on. They're stubborn, you're stubborn, it turns you both on, but it's kind of like you also know that you are ready to surrender or to give into love, or to actually give somebody a chance. So I feel like you guys are going to talk about like, this time I'm literally hearing where you guys have a conversation and, you know, you or your future spouse is saying, well, let's give it a try, you know, and you're like, yeah, okay, let's give it a try. But it's like you are so in love with each other, but you're trying to calm down or don't interpret too much into it. Does that make sense? So it's kind of like, okay, let's try, but what you actually mean is like, I'm head over heels in love with you, and for the first time in a long time or ever, I actually want to be in a relationship. But you're gonna be like, okay, let's try it, and they're gonna be like, okay, let's try it. Because you're both silly, like you don't want to reveal everything of you like immediately. Oh my god, I find this so funny. Okay, let's see what else is going on here. I'm also picking up the energy that you're not going to be official immediately, and there could be an energy where they are actually going to see somebody approaching you, or you might be seeing somebody approaching them. And I feel like these are like the moments where you realize you like this person a little bit more than you think you should. Like, you are ready for love, but you might not allow yourself to fully fall in love or to fully trust. And you're like, why am I feeling this way? Like, he can do whatever he wants, and he's like, she can do whatever she wants. But what you actually want to say is like, get the fuck off of her. That's what you actually think, like, get off of her. Or like, I don't know, there's something very funny between the two of you, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I would find it so funny if I was a friend of yours. I would be like, these two coconut heads, can they just be, you know, like truthful with each other? Like, not that you're lying to each other, but like you're playing it off, or like you keep your guard up when it's not necessary. Okay, I don't want to be insensitive, because I know keeping a guard up is very, very important, but not with this person, if that makes sense. Okay, we're not in that circumstance. Okay, so there could be an energy where somebody's approaching you, somebody's approaching them, and there could be a little bit of like, you know, somewhat of jealousy, or like, do you like him? And then you're like, do you like her? Oh my god, I feel like maybe this also starts as a friendship, which is the reason why nothing is really clear in the beginning. Okay, sorry guys, my nose is very fucking itchy. Oh my god. So there could be an energy where you're both friends, or a friend is introducing you to each other. So that's also the reason why it's a little bit awkward. It's like a, you know, like, what are we is what I'm picking up here. Okay, but then there's also something about like, you will know that they're serious with you because they go with you in public, or like it's like big events that they are inviting you to, like their special night where they perform, and they're gonna invite you. So then you're gonna feel like they treat you as important because they choose you as their +1, or they choose you as the person that they're gonna be seen with, like literally events where pictures are taken. Or does that make sense? So literally, guys, I'm not saying that everybody here is gonna meet a celebrity, but I'm being brought to celebrity energy. Like usually celebrities, when they make something official, they usually show each other in public and paparazzis take pictures, right? Or when there's a big event, you know, like these two people, they have been dating, but it's official because they go to this big event where pictures are taken. This is what I'm being brought to. Okay, and for others of you, you might meet because of your creativity, where you're both learning how to become a good drummer because you want to open up your own band. So you're both drumming or learning how to drum, and you're both like in action, and you know, like in action learning stuff, and then you guys are meeting each other. Okay, something along those lines here. Or this could be like one of the first dates that you will have. If it's not the day where you meet, it could just be like part of the first weeks that you guys are meeting. Okay, there's something going on here where something is like in public, like people, like literally, I'm also like, if it's not a huge birthday, it's like, let's say it's like a festival. Okay, let's say it's like a okay, I'm gonna say it like that. Let's say it's like in Brazil, like this festival, I forgot what it is called, Rio, oh my god, you guys know this big festival in Rio de Janeiro, and it's like a huge festival. There's a lot of people, like a lot of people that you know. Like this could even be where you go to a place where you know there's a lot of people in town, like you know a lot of people are gonna be at this place, like you know a lot of people are gonna be at this concert, a lot of people are gonna be at this bar, at this something, and you guys going there means that everybody and their mama is going to know about your relationship because they see you there together. Does that make sense? This is what it feels like, and I feel like this is how this person is going to show you that they are serious with you, because they're going to walk hand in hand with you in a place that is public, like people that they know from back in the days, that you know from the back in the days. It's like, you know, ex-friends and ex-lovers are gonna be there because it's a place where everybody goes to this carnival. Yeah, that's what it is, like this carnival in Brazil, this festival, this, like I'm also being brought to the London carnival, or like it's a Halloween party. You know you're gonna meet your ex there, you know you're gonna meet like somebody there that, you know, like you used to know from back in the days, or there's a high possibility, a high chance that you meet familiar faces in that place. It's kind of like the day where you make things official, or something about where you guys are going to be officially together with each other because you're, you know, like you're not afraid to show each other in public. There could be an energy where your spouse is very known in town, because who the fuck cares if you're at the carnival or not? So I pick up an energy where you might be known, or your spouse might be known. Somebody here might be in the public eye, and that is the reason why it's a big step for either you or them to go out with you, like not to go out with you in public, but to go out with you in a place where they are exposed to a lot of people that they could potentially meet, like ex-partners, ex-something, ex-friends, ex-sneaky links, okay, where they might be very popular in town, or they might be very popular somehow, some way in the public eye, and going out with you means that everybody's gonna know about it, okay? Something like that. I don't know what this means, okay? This could also be like a party at a company or at a workplace, and everybody, like if they invite you to a party at a workplace, everybody and their mama's gonna know, like, oh, you know, pile number 3 is the new woman or the new man of my colleague. Does that make sense? This is what I'm being brought to. Yeah, that's why, this is also why I'm picking up this energy here. This might be other people looking at you as a couple, okay? I'm seeing something like where you walk in town and people look at you. I don't know why, okay? But I'm also hearing it's like people that you used to know, or people that you used to talk to, okay? Or like an ex of theirs or an ex of yours. But it's not about their ex, it's about that you guys make it public by going to a place where there's lots and lots of people that are gonna recognize you. That's what it feels like, okay? I'm gonna get one more card and then we're gonna go to the extended, okay, guys? How's your love story gonna begin? Ooh. Oh guys, this is going to be a full circle moment where you're going to be happy, so happy. You're going to be smiling. You're going to have $1 million smile, and somebody that did you dirty is going to see you on that day when you are with this woman or this man. Somebody's going to see you on that day when you are with this woman or this man, and they're going to cry because they lost their chance with you, or they mistreated you, or they did you wrong, they did you dirty. Doesn't matter who it is. It could be an ex family member. This could be an ex, like, you know, when you don't have contact with them anymore, an ex-friend, an ex-lover. They're gonna be there, and they're gonna see that you're so fucking happy with this man or this woman, or they're gonna see how good this man or this woman is treating you. Somehow it's somehow public. I don't know what this means, guys, okay? Or somebody's gonna, I'm also picking up an energy where there's gonna be gossip in town that you guys are together. I don't know what this means, okay? There could be gossip in town that you guys are together, or something about like where your spouse is going to be like, well, they already saw us together, so why not maybe make it public, or why not post a picture on Instagram? I don't know why it would matter, but for somebody it's going to be somehow, some way significant, okay? One last card. How is this love story going to begin? Yeah. How is this love story going to begin? I do feel like you guys are gonna go, yeah, you guys are definitely gonna make a wish of yours happen, meaning that you always wanted to go to this concert, but it feels like a big thing. It feels like something where you buy tickets. It's like a big event. I don't know what this means, okay? I feel like you guys are gonna go to a big event together. You might even travel together or go on a road trip to see Frank Ocean, or to, like, I'm being brought to places like Coachella, or like the Rio de Janeiro Carnival, street food festivals. I'm being brought to places like that, and it's like you always wanted to go there, or it's like a place where people don't go there like all day every day. It's like once in a, not once in a lifetime, but it's once in a blue moon you go to this big burlesque theater type of situation, or the Broadway. That's what I'm being brought to. Somehow this is significant here, okay? Pile number 3. I'm going to extend this reading now on Patreon. We're going to see how the story continues, okay? And if you're interested in that, the link is down in the description box. If not, I'm going to see you in my next one, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye.